Hi guys, welcome to another video from Little Too Simple. What if I told you the traditional MBA, the one people spend lakhs on, is being completely disrupted in India, not by an international university, but by a bold, new institute in Gurugram. Welcome to Masters Union, where CEOs teach, students run actual businesses, and classrooms look more like co-working spaces than lecture halls. This is not your average B-school story. Stick with me till the end, because what Masters Union is doing might just change how we think about higher education forever. Let's face it, the traditional MBA model in India is outdated. You spend 20 lakh rupees and 2 years learning business theories from professors who may not have stepped into the real market in decades. You're taught case studies from the 90s while today's startups are pivoting and scaling in real time. Even worse, more than 50% of graduates from Tier 2 and Tier 3 MBA colleges in India didn't get placed in 2023. And the ones who did, often landed jobs they could have gotten without an MBA. The harsh truth is that most business schools are built around theory, not execution. And in today's hyper-competitive, fast-moving world, theory alone won't cut it. Enter Masters Union, the business school that's turning this old system on its head. Masters Union started in 2020 with one radical idea. What if business education was led by people who actually run businesses? No ivory tower academics, no career lecturers. Just operators, founders, and investors teaching the next generation of leaders. These are not one-time guest lecturers. They are deeply involved mentors who guide students across everything from finance and strategy to tech and marketing. This unique model brings the real market into the classroom and takes students into the real world from day one. Their flagship program, the postgraduate program in technology and business management, combines core business fundamentals with modern, in-demand tools like no-code development, AI, digital marketing, and product design. The result? A learning experience that's as rigorous as an MBA, but 10x more practical, immersive, and industry relevant. At most B schools, you study how businesses succeed. At Masters Union, you build one. Instead of simulating case studies, students manage real money, launch real products, and work on real challenges. They run a live investment fund. They operate a D2C store. They manage a trading desk. They're encouraged, even expected, to launch startups while still in school. This isn't theoretical. It's business in action. You don't just learn how to pitch, you pitch to actual investors. You don't just analyze a company, you consult for one. And if your startup raises capital before graduation, even better. It's hands-on, high stakes, and incredibly rewarding, because you're not just a student, you're a builder. At Masters Union, there are no conventional professors. Instead, there are masters, industry leaders across consulting, investing, tech, and entrepreneurship. You learn marketing from someone who's scaled a brand to 500 crore, strategy from someone who's built unicorns, finance from people who've taken companies public. This isn't passive knowledge sharing. These mentors are deeply involved in shaping student journeys, from ideation to execution. They've seen real market cycles. They've made billion-dollar decisions. And now, they're transferring that knowledge directly to students who want to do the same. This is mentorship, not just instruction. And it shows in the kind of leaders Masters Union is producing. You might think Masters Union is only for entrepreneurs, but that's not true. Students from this program are being placed at McKinsey, Bain, BCG, Google, and even global VC firms. In fact, the average CTC for the 2024 batch was 33.1 lakh rupees, higher than most IIMs and ISB. Some students go on to build startups. Others join top-tier consulting, product, and finance roles. Some join growth stage startups in leadership positions. The point is, Masters Union isn't just about launching your own thing. It's about becoming future ready for whichever path you choose. Whether you're aiming for a corner office or the founder's seat, the skills, network, and mindset you build here are designed to take you there faster. What really sets Masters Union apart isn't just the curriculum, it's the culture. This is a place where students are expected to experiment, launch, fail, and iterate. You're surrounded by people who aren't just studying business, they're already in business. Ideas aren't just discussed in classrooms, they're tested in the real world. A landing page gets launched the same night it's brainstormed. A pitch deck is sent to an investor before the weekend. This environment breeds action. And it builds confidence. Because once you've raised your first round, launched your MVP, or managed your own P&L, you're no longer just job ready. You're future-proof. Modern business leaders can't afford to be tech illiterate. Masters Union gets this. That's why tech is baked into every aspect of the program. Students don't just learn Excel and PowerPoint. They learn how to use no-code tools, build AI models, automate workflows, and understand product analytics. Because the business of tomorrow isn't built in boardrooms. It's built in code, design, and data. This tech-first approach means graduates don't just speak the language of business. They speak the language of innovation. And in a world where tech is disrupting every industry, that's a massive advantage. Masters Union is more than a business school. It's a launchpad. It doesn't just teach you how to build a career, it teaches you how to build a company, a personal brand, a powerful network. It prepares you not for the job market of today, but the opportunities of tomorrow. This is education as it should be, adaptive, immersive, and intensely practical. It breaks the mold of rote learning and replaces it with action, accountability, and ambition. It shows us that education doesn't have to be boring. It can be fast-paced, high-impact, and deeply personal. So, is Masters Union the future of MBAs? Time will tell, but here's what's already clear. They're creating a new model, one where classrooms are startups, mentors are masters, and students are leaders in the making. They've made business education more relevant, more engaging, and more powerful, and other schools are starting to take notice. If you're someone who wants to challenge the status quo, build something real, and learn by doing, Masters Union might just be your ideal launchpad. And if this is what the future of education looks like, sign us up, like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this breakdown, and drop a comment below. Would you choose a place like Masters Union over a traditional MBA? Because the question today is no longer where can I get an MBA? It's where can I learn to win in the real world? And that's a whole different game. And in case you are wondering, Masters Union did not sponsor this video. Until next time, have a good one guys.